Hey, what's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to my part 5 of my top 50 horror movie countdown. Today we'll be going through number 10 to number 1. And I'm going to start with my number 10 choice, and that is the original The Evil Dead. Sam Raimi and Bruce Campbell collaboration. And I do have a couple different editions here I'd like to show you guys. This one right here is the Elite Entertainment DVD. It's nothing special. Just it does have a bunch of special features, but this is a very cheap, readily available DVD. There's nothing collectible really about it, or it's not hard to find or anything. This is the Necronomicon edition, and this one came in a twin pack. I have part 1 and part 2, but this is only for part 1 in my collection today. Part 2 will not be in my top 50 list. This is kind of like a little digibook. It has a rubber cover, and it just has some pages. I showed this off in a different video before, so I'll just kind of flip through this. But I really like this edition, and this was put out by Anchor Bay. I believe this was an Anchor Bay edition. And then I also have the Anchor Bay Ultimate Edition, which is pretty cool. It comes with everything you need. It has a ton of bonus features, and it has a couple different editions of the film. We have here the Ladies of the Evil Dead, nice documentary. And you have the full frame edition. Not sure why they would put that in. Nobody likes to watch films in full frame, as far as I'm aware. I like to watch widescreen anytime possible. And there's the widescreen edition right there. And then it also comes with a poster. So this is a nice little addition to have. I like to have that in my collection. And then I also have the Steelbook, which was also very inexpensive. I got this at Best Buy. I think it was under 10 bucks. It's a limited edition Steelbook with the original poster art. It's a nice little Steelbook. I think this is still available and pretty easy to get. You could probably get this for under 10 bucks, I would imagine. And then I have the Anchor Bay UK edition, and this is the Evil Dead trilogy. And like I said, though, this is only for the Evil Dead Part 1. And this one also comes in a digipack here. You have the bonus features on one disc. You have the Army of Darkness, Evil Dead 2, and then there's the first one. Comes with a little booklet again, just like the US edition. Pretty nice little edition to have. I enjoy it. So that is number 10 on my list, and that is the Evil Dead. And next up we have number 9. This is a Fulci film. This is the New York Ripper. And this edition right on the top here is a Shameless Entertainment DVD from the UK. And this one is cut. It doesn't have the original uncut edition version of the film. Here you get the DVD, and then there's a little booklet. It comes on the inside here. Maybe about a 10-page booklet with some write-ups and stills of the film. And I like this company. I have all of their releases to date. Shameless Entertainment. I like the yellow cases, and here's the Blu-ray edition from the same company, Shameless Entertainment. And again, it's not it's the Shameless Fan Edition, but it's not completely uncut. But it does look really good on Blu-ray. And then you can see that it does have some reversible cover art there, and it looks like the Italian title. But the one I watch, the one that is completely uncut, is this media book from XT Video from Germany. And this one is uncut. And there you have the Blu-ray I really like this media book. I have to be careful though because there is nudity in here. So it just it has some nice write-ups, but it's all in German. But it does have some nice stills. Nice collectible piece. And then there you have the DVD of the film. So that is number 9. That is the New York Ripper. Number 8. I didn't have very many sequels on my list, but this one had to be up there for me. I love this film. This is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, starring Dennis Hopper, and I thought he played an outstanding role in here. Here you have the gruesome edition. This is just the DVD, and then this is the Arrow Video Texas Chainsaw box set, Blu-ray set, and it this was limited to 10,000, and I believe it's still available. For whatever reason, this one never sold out. At least I don't think it's sold out yet. It was available for the last couple of years. I think this came out in 2012, 2013. So you get a little little art card for With Nail and I. And for some reason I got another one too. This one's for The Burbs, which was a very good movie. Didn't make my top 50, but I don't really consider that a horror. But there is my number. I have number 2,384 out of 10,000. And I am very proud to own this set. I love this movie, and I think Arrow did a fantastic job on this set. And there's disc 1. That is the Blu-ray. And here's disc 2 and 3, which are Tobe Hooper's early works. It comes with 2 films that were never released before. And I'll read on the back. I forget. One was Eggshells, I think, and I can't remember what the other one was. And then you get this huge book. It's a 100-page book with just everything you'd need to know about this movie. It's got stills. It's got all the information. So some little essays, and there's some Q&A in here. Very fun movie. I remember when this came out at the theater, and I remember renting it on VHS back in the day. It came out in 1986. I was in 6th grade. And I remember, I distinctly remember picking this one up and watching it a couple different times. It has some pretty good horror elements to it, but it's also tongue-in-cheek, kind of a black comedy. I mean, there's some pretty funny shit that goes on in here, but I'll take care of that stuff later. So my next choice here, this would be, let's see, this is number 7, and this is for Saw 1. This Blu-ray here is the complete collection, but I'm only going to show off Saw 1 today. And I think Saw is a modern day masterpiece. I mean, the first Saw is phenomenal. It has a pretty good shock effect to it. I mean, there's a twist ending to it, and you know, I think Saw would probably get a lot more praise if they didn't have such horrible sequels. Some of the sequels were pretty good, but some of them were just crap. And I think this would get a lot more love and respect from horror fans if maybe they would have stopped it after 1, or maybe did 2, but that's number 7 on my list, and that's Saw. I think it's one of the best horror movies ever made. Okay, now we'll get into number 6, and this one is for A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 1. And this is one of the only horror films that genuinely scared the crap out of me as a kid. And Wes Craven, rest in peace, sir. I thought he did a fantastic job with this film. And the character of Freddy Krueger is iconic. He's as iconic as any horror, villain or horror monster ever. And just the thought of a burnt child molester that haunts kids' dreams. I mean, that right there will scare the crap out of you. Some of the horrific things that he did with his glove, and some of the brutal kills, and this is a classic right here. And maybe it could be a little bit higher on my list even than number 6. It probably should be in my top 5, but today I have it at number 6, and that is A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 1. Okay, now we're in the top 5 here, guys. This is George A. Romero's Day of the Dead. And I do have a couple of editions I'd like to show you guys. I have shown these before, so some of you who have watched some of my earlier videos may recognize some of this stuff. But this right here is the Arrow Steelbook. And I kept it sealed because I do have the Arrow Slipbox edition, which is open, which this is one of the editions I watch on Blu-ray. You can see that it comes with the 4 different cover arts, comes with the reversible poster, comes with the comic book, and it comes in that collectible slipbox that Arrow used to put out, which I think are great. And then this is another fantastic edition here that I've watched this one before too, and PQ, AQ is outstanding on both of these editions, and Scream Factory and Arrow gave much respect to a film that's in my top 5, and I'm glad to see that they had 2 beautiful editions like this. I'm glad to own them both. And then here is my Anchor Bay DVD, Blu-ray, I'm sorry, and picture quality on this one is good too. I would probably rank this a little bit lower than Arrow and Scream, but I am glad to own it. I am a collector, and I like to collect different editions of things. And here's one of the most iconic horror characters, Bub from Day of the Dead. And then I have this XT Video DVD Steelbook, and it has a lenticular cover, but it doesn't do much. It just has a 3D effect to it. And this is a nice edition too, if I can get it open. Jesus Christ. So yeah, you get the DVD disc 1. I showed this before in a different video, my Steelbook video. I think I showed this, but there's some pretty nice inside artwork there. So that's number 5. Let's get to the number 4. And this, I had a hard time putting this at number 4 because I thought it maybe could have been a little bit higher too, but my top 3 are hard for me to move around. And my 2 favorite, well, I guess I'm going to put this collection in as number 3. Number 3 is my favorite out of the franchise, but I do love number 1. I love the whole, this is another series that got kind of silly at times, but, with all the different sequels. But I still do love, this is my favorite franchise, I guess. There's the Part 1 DVD with that lenticular cover. I thought that's outstanding. I had to grab that when I saw it. And then this is the tin that Warner Brothers put out a couple years ago. It has everything in here that you need. It has a hardcover book, and then it also comes with some extras. It comes with a couple different 3D glasses. It comes with a patch that I will never use, but I think it's pretty cool that they threw that in. Camp Crystal Lake Counselor. You could actually iron that on or sew it onto a jean jacket or whatever you may choose to, but it's going to stay in my little collection here. Then it comes with a miniature version of the Camp Crystal or Crystal Lake Memories, the complete history of Friday the 13th. There's actually a big hardcover book, and this is kind of like a little sample size of it. But it's fantastic. I mean, it has some really nice glossy thick pages. It has some nice photographs from the film. There's some nice write-ups and Q&As and little tidbits of information that you need to know about the film. And I really love this box set. Let's see, I could probably take this off and show you guys. Might as well. It comes with like a little, I don't know, with this a headband or a wristband. I think it's too big to be a wristband, and it's too small to be a headband. I'm not exactly sure what they call this, but it has a quote from Crazy Ralph from part 2, I believe. It says, "I told you, the others, they don't believe me. You're all doomed." And then here's where all the Blu-rays are housed, and it comes in almost like a digibook / media book type edition here, and it's really nice. Some people don't like these the type of housing for Blu-rays like this, but I don't mind it. It doesn't bother me at all. And Some of these are doubled up too. Some, let me see. I think the first one is on a Blu-ray by itself. And then you have part 2 by itself. And part 3 in 3D. And then I think once it starts to get to like part 4, they start to double up on the discs. Like they put part 4 and 5 together, part 5 and 6 together. You got Jason Goes to Hell, Jason X, Freddy vs. Jason, which I think is underrated. I thought that was a pretty good movie. And you have the remake with Derek Mears as Jason. I think Derek Mears plays a fantastic Jason. And then you get a bonus DVD with some extra features and stuff like that. So I should probably have this a little bit higher than 4, but yeah, for now I'm just going to keep it at 4. It's hard to put 50 together. You guys know, all you guys that have been doing a top 50 list, it's hard to, at any given day, all these can change around, but I think these top 3 are going to be my top 3 for a long, long time. So this is the Anchor Bay edition of Dawn of the Dead. This is number 3 on my list. George A. Romero again. There's the Blu-ray disc. It's pretty decent art. And then it just has a still of a zombie from the film. And the picture quality, audio quality to me is fine. Nothing wrong with it. Here is Arrow Videos edition with the slip box, which is this was highly collectible. This particular edition, this release, was doomed from the start because first Arrow had the rights to this film, and then they ended up losing the rights, and then they had a riot in London, which one of Arrow's warehouses was burned to the ground, and a lot of this particular stock was lost. So they lost the rights, and a lot of their stock was damaged. So this one's highly sought after. It's pretty expensive. I got it way before all that stuff happened. I wanted to pick up another one. I was thinking about getting one for, I'm going to be having a 500 sub contest coming up pretty soon. I'm not quite at 450 yet though, but I'm going to start picking up some stuff now so I can be prepared for when I get 500. I was thinking about picking up a Dawn of the Dead Arrow Slipbox edition. It was one of the prize choices. But here is the XT Video Steelbook. It has a lenticular cover. And it doesn't do much. It just kind of has that 3D effect to it. And I'm not going to pop this open. I've showed this before, but that's just another edition I have of Dawn of the Dead, which is number 3 on my list. Number 2 is a really fun film. I love this movie. I always have since I was a kid, and I do have quite a few editions of it here. This is the Elite Entertainment Fat Pack here, and this is the Millennium Edition. Comes in this nice green case. Has 2 swing trays, I guess, if you want to call it that. Comes with the chapter menu, Dr. Herbert West there. Then you have this one is the Millennium Edition, and then disc 2, I believe, is just mostly special features here, which you can see. This is all the special features. And I'm not going to go through all of these, but really good film from 1985, Brian Usna, and I love the film. Here's another Anchor Bay edition. The first one was Elite Entertainment, but this one's Anchor Bay, and this one comes with a syringe. It's like a green highlight marker, highlighter pen, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, that's just another edition of it. Then I have a German steelbook here, and picture quality looks really, really good. This is for parts 1 and 2, but part 3 is, or part 2 is only, I should say, my number 2 in my top 50 is only for the first Reanimator. Part 2 did not make it. And then here is the Second Sight. And I think this is really good too. Picture quality, audio quality. I recommend grabbing that one if you guys can get it, but this is my favorite edition right here. This is a media book from Germany, and it's got the Blu-ray DVD combo, and then it has a bunch of write-ups in here. Again, the write-up is all in German, but it does have some pretty nice high quality glossy pictures here, stills from the film. it comes with this is the unrated version on DVD. So that is number 2 on my list, guys. And drum roll, here's number 1. Ready for this? Before I show my number 1, I want to thank everybody for watching. And I want to say hi to all my new subscribers. I got quite a few lately, some new guys. And thanks for subbing, and I hope you enjoy the content. And I want to give a shout out and a thanks to all of my former current subscribers who have been following my lists and watching my videos and supporting me. I really appreciate it, guys. And I had a fun time doing this top 50 list. I hope you guys enjoyed my list and my videos. And here's number 1, without further ado. Return to Blood Fart Lake. That's right, guys. Return to Blood Fart Lake. It's a lake so good they had to return to it. And this is number 1 on my list. Nah, it's not number 1 on my list. Number 1 on my list is the original The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and this is a classic. Everybody knows this film. This is the German box set right here. This is the 4-disc edition. It came out a couple years ago. This was hard to get at first. This was, as soon as it hit the shelves, it sold out right away. And this was limited. I think it was limited to 5,000. Let me see if it says on the back. Yeah, I'm not seeing it where I don't want to take up too much of your guys' time when I'm looking for stuff. I think this is limited to 5,000. If anybody knows, please comment below. Comes with a nice booklet here, about a 50 to 60 page booklet. Has some really nice stills from the film. And again, it's in German, so. And then you have a little a digipack here. Houses the 4 discs there. You have the Blu-ray, it's region B. You have the DVD, region 2. And then you have 2 bonus DVDs that are also region 2 that have all the special features. And then here you can see a panoramic view of one of the classic scenes from the film there. So that is the German edition of Texas Chainsaw. Then I have the Dark Sky Films DVD steelbook. This one's pretty inexpensive. This is the 2-disc Ultimate Edition. And it's a really nice looking steelbook. And you could probably get this for, I would say probably about $15 or less. It does have a lot of special features. And don't you hate that when you open up your stuff and your discs are flying around? Especially DVDs, they scratch so easy. But there you can see some inside artwork there. There's let's see here. There's the bonus disc, bonus features and stuff, and then here's the feature. And then here is I'm going to keep this one in the plastic, but this is what they call the meat pack. It's supposed to look like a pound of ground beef from your local grocery store or whatever. Comes in like a plastic jewel case. And then here, that is this is put out by Pioneer. And then here was the regular DVD edition, just in the keep case from Pioneer. It's the same exact transfer and movie, same company that put them both out. Only this one was like a special limited edition because it had that little meat pack in the back. And then, of course, I have the 40th Anniversary Collector's Edition. This is Blu-ray, but it's DVD sized. It's the Blu-ray DVD combo, but it comes in the exact same size as a DVD, which was a little disappointing to me. I wanted to get it in the Blu-ray size, you know, the smaller edition. But this is a really good edition right here. This has everything you'll need, and then some. I mean, it's got the uncut film, and then it has all kinds of bonus features and special features and stuff like that. So, and then it comes in this nice little slip. You can make it look like the door is closed, the meat cooler, whatever you want to call it. And then you can also put Leatherface on the front, like the door just opened and he's coming to get your ass. So that is my top 50, guys. Thanks for watching, and I appreciate everybody who followed me, and I guess we'll wrap it up, and take care.